What was meant to be the greatest night in Dick Grayson's life is slowly but surely being twisted into a nightmare at the hands of Heartless. What'll happen next? Well, let's hop into the pages of Nightwing issue number 115 and find out together, shall we? So then, picking up directly from where the last issue left off, Nightwing was being honored for all the good work he had done in Bloodhaven, with the hope being that he could take some of these social reforms and bring them to the very needy streets of Gotham. The only problem is that he had been ambushed by a journalist asking about his connections to the serial killer Heartless, and before Dick could answer, a massive fire broke out, threatening the entire crowd. Luckily, the assembled Bat family is there and is able to mobilize very quickly, rescuing civilians, including the gotcha journalist who is still desperately trying to get an answer. Of course, what no one knows is that this is actually the work of Heartless. Shelton Lyle has been lying in wait for a long time, and now he's finally ready to spring his ultimate trap on Nightwing, and admittedly, his plot is fairly clever once it starts to take shape. You see, Shelton actually comes to Dick as a friend, saying that they need to go save Gerald, his butler, who passed out when the fire started. Naturally, Nightwing being a hero, he can't possibly ever deny a request, even coming from a bully like Lyle. The twist is that's not just deadly smoke that Dick has been breathing in this whole time. As Lyle explains, it's actually laced with a benzo compound, meaning that Nightwing is about to pass out and not remember that any of this has happened. Which is honestly a real shame for our hero, because it only takes punching Lyle once and realizing that he doesn't fall down for Dick to figure, ah crap, he's Heartless, isn't he? This scheme doesn't stop either when they get outside either. Lyle actually ends up carrying Dick to the ambulance and looking like a big hero in front of people like Bruce. Of course, this is no regular ambulance, these are actually Heartless's henchmen, and even Tony Zuko himself is there. The goons go rummaging for Dick Grayson's phone, figuring that it's only a matter of time before someone tries to track him. However, when rifling through his pockets, they end up finding no cell phone, but instead end up finding the Nightwing mask. For guys like Zuko, this is one hell of a mind-shattering revelation. He always thought he hated two people in Dick and Nightwing. Little did he know they've actually been the same person this whole time. Gerard and Heartless, though, feel different, killing the henchmen, figuring that this is such a big important secret, only they should be able to control it, and control it they will, as they enter the third stage of their plan. Again, up until now, it seemed like all Heartless wanted to do was keep to his regular MO and steal Dick Grayson's heart so filled with love. Instead, though, what his plan really seems to be is twisting the knife in even deeper with a bit of cruel irony. You see, when Dick comes to from the drugs, he's on a roof in Bloodhaven. The journalist who asked questions about Nightwing's own foundation and its connection to Heartless lying dead at his feet with his own heart carved out of his chest. At just that very moment, too, the SWAT team ends up breaking on through to the roof, and we realize what Heartless's true plan is for Nightwing here. Good old-fashioned framing. And honestly, the whole thing just connects a little too well, doesn't it? Dick Grayson would have the money, he would have the resources to be Heartless, and quite a few of the victims like Blockbuster and even the homeless man who Dick was trying to help when this series began saw Dick not long before they were ultimately murdered. Dick also has no choice but to fight off the cops right now. If they end up grabbing Heartless's gun, they'll find his fingerprints and realize his true identity. Not that that matters much, because Dick is still psychosomatically afraid of heights, meaning he can't escape from the cops. He even ends up taking a bullet in the shoulder during his failed attempt. As the comic comes to a close, Dick is arrested and unmasked for his supposed crimes. And so that was Nightwing issue number 115, everybody, and once again, I think Tom Taylor did an excellent job delivering a really solid continuation of what will end up being his final arc. I think this story jumping around in time really paid off here in the second issue, because now we know for a fact that the fall of Nightwing actually has quite the double meaning. It's the fall because Nightwing has been framed and all of his good work seems to be going down the tubes, but also in the flashback story, we are getting to hear about a time that Dick first fell when trying to learn the trapeze. It would also explain why in the last issue we saw him growing a beard and not actually being in Bloodhaven anymore, because he's actively on the run. For what it's worth, too, Heartless continues to be one of those newer comic book villains who I think is actually worth a damn. He's scary, he's competent, and even his alter ego of Lyle actually ends up getting to do some pretty dastardly deeds as well. Overall, I think I'd feel comfortable giving this one another very solid 8 out of 10, and I cannot wait for the next issue because this story really does truly have me hooked right now. Hey there everyone, it's your pal Cape Joel again, and if you're seeing my face right now, that means you watched to the end of the video, and I'll always be grateful for that. Retention helps in this crazy YouTube game, and so does becoming a patron. If you head on down to the description, you can find a link to my Patreon page. Recently just redid all the tiers, a lot of cool stuff offering up there, exclusive commentaries, exclusive polls, behind the scenes concept art for Capes and Quest. That's the brand new D&D show I've started soon. Never been a better time to become a patron. You can become a patron for as little as $1 a month and help the channel grow and, help me continue to deliver content like what you just saw. So I want to thank you all, and I will see you again next time. Bye-bye.